is brought to you by Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Bernie, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Bernie, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support. And
back with you now to live action from Bernie ISD Stadium. Coming off a kickoff from Medina Valley, who had recently scored. Turning the kickoff is Davis Pike, and it'll be champion Charger football from their own 40-yard line. Apologize for some technical difficulties we had. We're going to revisit that scoring drive for Medina Valley here in just a moment. But right now, it's 1st and 10 for the champion Chargers. Line of scrimmage is their own 40-yard line. Here's the handoff coming near side, and nothing doing there is that stingy Medina Valley defense. Letting nothing happen for running back Trey Rucker. As a matter of fact, he's probably going to lose a couple.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to platoon Rucker and Rodriguez like they've been doing all year and go left side. Rodriguez had to carry his first drive. This one, it's Rucker.
Quick pass. This one complete to Pike, who gets across the 50-yard line and into Medina Valley territory at the, I'm going to mark it at about the 48, and it'll be a first down for the Chargers, who, as you mentioned earlier, work fast.
Yeah, and Pike got up a little slow that time.
Handoff, break it away is Rucker. He'll run that football down to about, call it the 42, 43, something like that, right in that vicinity. That market at the 41, what do I know? Tomaselli with a stop for Medina Valley. 2 receivers to the right side and a single receiver to the near side for Kaiser, who keeps it himself. Tries to get across the 40, but nothing doing there as that Panther defense gets back on him.
Kaiser's looking for the opening there, just not a whole lot. He does get 1 yard, makes it about 3rd and 2 here.
Pike comes flanked to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side for Kaiser here on this 3rd down. Handoff straight ahead. They'll have the first down and more as Rutgers breaking tackles down to about the 32-yard line. Stop made by Nathan Weiblen for Medina Valley.
That's a good run. Good run by Rucker. Just hand off, sees the outside, takes it outside, gets that first down all the way down to 32.
On a first down, penalty markers down. The play's going to be blown dead. And we didn't have procedure. Apparently is the preliminary call. Let's see what the official in the white hat has to say about this.
So Chargers trying to answer that Medina Valley score that Panthers scored on their opening drive. Chargers had it first, punted 3 and out. Then Medina Valley gets it. They go 6 plays, 51 yards, take 236 and score on a passing play from Peterson from rush. They go up 7-0. And we're still trying to figure out what the call is here. So yesterday's game, Bernie High had 12 penalties in that first quarter combined, 9 on one team and 3 on the other.
This will be marked off against champion. They'll set this back at about the 37-yard line. So that'll bring up a 1st and 15 for the Chargers.
It's their second penalty. They were penalized on the Panthers' opening drive. Yeah, on a 15-yarder. That put them near midfield. That put them at the 49. So they only had to go 51 yards on their scoring drive, the Panthers did.
Well, 3 receivers to Kaiser's right and Davis Pike to his left as Kaiser rolls right. Nothing there. He tries to put it away. Penalty markers down as Kaiser will be taken down at about the 45-yard line. Jaron Marty from his defensive end position.
Yeah, they're going to decline it because why give him the down back? You already sacked him for a loss, and so why give him first down back? Just take the play as it was. It's going to be 2nd and long. It's 8-yard sack, so no need to accept the penalty.
2nd down. Here's Kaiser dropping back, looking downfield, unloads. Pass intended.
Kaiser's pass intended for number 5.
For, yes, indeed, that's Sean Fanning, number 5 down there. But they were asking for a penalty. They thought some penalty might be there. Just good defense, and he just overthrown a bit.
Yeah, a little bit of contact, but maybe they were saying that the ball was not catchable. I'm not sure. Either way, no flag on that one.
Well, it's going to bring up 3rd down and quite a bit of real estate for Champion to pick up the first down. They've got to get to the 22-yard line. Here's Kaiser calling for the ball, dropping back. Kaiser unloads. Pass just out of the reach of Ryan Brandon.
Kaiser's pass intended for Ryan Brandon, incomplete.
And that'll bring up a 4th down for Champion.
Joe Charvin, that defensive end, he comes in, you see putting pressure on Kaiser. Kaiser has to get rid of it because if he doesn't, he's going to take a sack. So that was a good pressure play by the Panthers to force him to get rid of it.
Ethan Lang on to punt this away and back to field it will be Tyler Mangum for Medina Valley. He waits at his own 15-yard line. Fair catch called for. Mangum backs away. The Chargers are going to down this at the 12-yard line. Looks like that's where Medina Valley will take over 1st and 10.
The Panther 12-yard line.
So the Panthers taking over after an early touchdown to running back Bobby Peterson, who hauled it in. 7-0 Medina Valley as they have the ball 1st and 10. Here's a handoff trying to find the corner. Goes the running back Riggs.
Griggs going left side, just not a whole lot there for him that time. Good play by Menzies. And looked like Landon Eads might have been on that one.
So they're going to hold him for no gain. They'll call this 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line. As Rash sends 3 receivers this time to his left side. A single receiver to the right. Now a man in motion. Makes the handoff. Rash, the keeper. Penalty marker, and it's going to be a procedure penalty against Medina Valley. So several false starts in this one this evening.
It was actually Jancic on that last play. He's a 59, not 99. Eads was a game time decision. I don't see him out there right now.
I'll sort this out. That'll back it up. Be a 2nd and 16 now for Medina Valley. Line of scrimmage is the 6. Here's the snap, the handoff coming near side. Goes the running back, and that is Caden Hernandez. We talked about him having a big game last week. Pick up a couple. Stewart with a stop this time for Champion. It'll be a 3rd down and call it about 7.
Well, we got to the outside. Got outside the end there and turned it upfield. And made it 2nd and 15 to 3rd and 7. It's a good 8-yard gain there. It's a manageable 3rd down here.
They'll break huddle. Send 2 receivers to the left and a single receiver to the right. Rash has a man far side. That's Britton Griggs. Not much there. Good defensive pressure that time. Barrett Stewart came over to help on the tackle. That'll bring up a 4th down.
Jaden Nieves also in there, 33. And that's going to bring up 4th down and probably a punting situation because no gain on that. So they do have the wind behind them.
You brought up Nieves. He's standing back at his own 45-yard line to field this punt from Medina Valley. Nieves is going to return it. Gets to midfield. Good tackle on special teams that time for Medina Valley from Kevin St. Clergy. And it'll be 1st down for the champion Chargers.
That's a good open field tackle against Nieves. He was one-on-one basically, and it's tough tackling athletes in space like that. But he did a good job and brought him down at the 50, about only a 5-yard gain.
Brandon and Fanning go flanked out to the far side. Single receiver near side, that's Davis Pike. Here's the handoff. Of course, it's Alex Rodriguez who busts his way down to near the 45-yard line.
Number 44, Joe Tarvin.
Before he's met there and dropped by Joe Tarvin from his defensive end position. Be 2nd and 5 now, Chargers. The pitch, Rodriguez once again.
Oh, boy.
This time, he got hit. Good head-on collision that time.
Tyler Mangum and Seth Bullard on the stop.
Was Mangum and Bullard coming over to make the stop?
Well, he got hit
for Medina
hard.
Valley.
Yeah,
Yes, he
hit
did.
Hard. He got knocked off his feet, but he did gain a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 4 here.
That one almost knocked the wind out of me. 3rd and 4 now. 44-yard line is the line of scrimmage. Here's Kaiser. Once again, the handoff. Once again, Rodriguez. He's trying to find his way outside and almost breaks out before he's met there, ramped up. Seth Bullard once again the stop for Medina Valley.
Well, Rodriguez bounces it outside and got near, but it's going to be 4th and 2, but I think Chargers are going to go for it.
And it appears so. The offensive unit still on the field. On this 4th down and 2, here's Kaiser. Here's the handoff. Go with Rodriguez. Why not?
Oh, boy.
And he's going to have it.
Tyler Mangum, shoestring tackle there. If Mangum does not make that tackle, I think Rodriguez is probably gone.
Absolutely. He's been just one step away on the last couple of carries. Here's Kaiser with the snap. Play action. He's rolling out near side. Tries to keep it. Penalty markers down. Over to make the stop is Jarrett Marty, and we'll check that penalty marker, usually in the neighborhood of holding. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I could see the Chargers coaches reacting to that, throwing their hands up in the air, so it's going to back them up. That was a good play by Kaiser, though, on that. He faked the throw and bought himself some time and got the defender to jump up in the air. Just nothing there.
Well, this will back the Chargers up now.
That's tough. 10 yards, but you know when you're struggling to move the ball and score, and you back up 10. That's tough to overcome.
48-yard line is Fanning. Davis Pike come flanked out to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side. Now Fanning in motion. Kaiser dropping back. Kaiser looking downfield. Kaiser just out of the reach or out of the grasp that time of the intended receiver. Reed Cantrell.
Tyler Mangum on the coverage for the Panthers.
Yep. Just and looking at the replay, just a little short on the throw. Remember, he's thrown into that wind. Cantrell has 2 or 3 steps on the defender, but just not able. That was a good recovery by the defender to jump up and at least deflect it and keep it from going into Cantrell's hands.
I couldn't tell if Cantrell did get his hands on it. Apparently he didn't. But he'll go flanked out to the far side along with Brandon on this 2nd down. Here's Kaiser. Quick screen. This will be hauled in by Brandon across midfield. They're saying no catch?
I think so, yeah. And that's probably the best thing. You don't want to. They would have lost a couple yards, so probably better that Brandon didn't catch it.
So the Chargers facing a 3rd down. Need to get inside the 40-yard line for a 1st down, actually down to about the 39-38. Here's the snap. Here's Kaiser unloading. Kaiser intercepted at the 25-yard line.
Kaiser's pass intercepted by number 2.
He's wrapped up. Tyler Mangum with the interception for Medina Valley. It'll be first down for the Panthers.
Well, remember, Champion hadn't played in 2 weeks, kind of showing a little bit of rust out there. They've had a punt and, well, actually 2 punts and now an interception. And Medina Valley hanging on tight tonight and playing well.
2 receivers to the right for quarterback Nick Rash, who takes the snap. He'll keep it out across the 35, across the 40, across the 45, down to around the 47-yard line.
Nick Rash on the carry.
Well, that was a good fake there. Everyone thought the man up the middle had it, but he was just a decoy. Rash instead goes outside and gets up to the 46, so a gain of 12.
That'll move the chains and give the Medina Valley Panthers a first down as the clock winds down here in the first quarter, and the Panthers holding on to a 7-0 lead.
Well, they have to snap it once more before the end of the quarter.
Rash, the keeper, tries to get down near the midfield mark.
Nick Rash on the carry.
Like Cole Kennedy came over to help make the stop.
That's the end of our
And
first
that'll
quarter
bring us to the
play.
end of the first quarter with our score Medina Valley 7, the Champion Chargers nothing. We'll be back with more right here on the Charger Network.
I'm Stan Leach, Bernie ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Bernie, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Hi, my name is Michael Glick with Glick Insurance. Since 1991, I've been assisting you and your family with all of your insurance needs. At Glick Insurance, we pride ourselves in educating before selling to ensure you get the best coverage and rates available. We not
Back now with second quarter action. Low snap as Rash picks up the football. He's scrambling, trying to get out of trouble. He'll be run out of bounds at about the 50-yard line as Kennedy over to make the stop.
Number 53, Derek Ford. Second down. Check that. Third down, 6.
Well, doing a good job there, just making something out of nothing, because that could have been a big loss for Medina Valley, but Rash does a good job just basically getting it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they knocked him out of bounds at midfield, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Panthers. Sending Mason Vogel out to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side for Rash. Low snap once again as Rash picks it up. Again, trying to make something happen out of a bot snap.
You got it.
He'll get across the 45. Yeah, he's going to be awful close to that first down.
Brandon Anton on the stop for the Chargers.
Like Jacob Gresham coming over to make the hit that time on Rash. But that'll move the chains and give the Panthers a first down.
Boy, Rash is shifty. He's had a couple bad snaps, and he's been able to overcome both of them. What could have been for 2 losses, instead, he gets the ball back to the line of scrimmage on the previous play. On this one, he gets the first down after a 6-yard run.
Well, Panthers break huddle, 1st and 10, line of scrimmage. The Champion 44-yard line this time. We should have a false start
False start called against the Panthers.
on Medina Valley. This will back it up. So that seems to be the trend thus far. You get into a good offensive rhythm, and these ill-timed penalties have been stifling offensive drives on both sides of the football.
Low-scoring game.
Just underway, second quarter, and Medina Valley holding on to a 7-0 lead over Champion. Send 3 receivers to the right side and a single receiver to the near side on this 1st and 15, and we've got whistles once again.
Should be the same thing, pre-snap.
And
Start called against them.
that's it.
Panthers going the wrong way.
Panthers look like they're a little bit out of sync right now, especially offensively, to let that happen back to back.
Well, that, and then the 2 snaps before that were bad snaps. So, yeah, a little bit out of sync right now are the Panthers.
It's a good time for that champion defense to take advantage, though. They break huddle, and they'll send 2 receivers either side for quarterback Nick Rash on this 1st and 20, now from the Medina Valley 46-yard line. Goes Peterson in motion. Pass complete. Oh, good tackle that time.
Pass complete to Rafe.
Good coverage. I believe that's Jaden Nieves over to make the stop on the Medina Valley receiver.
Yeah, he got there pretty quick. He came over and made a pretty nice tackle there.
Good play from that Chargers secondary. Give him a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 17 now from the 49-yard line. This time 3 receivers to Rash's left and a single receiver to the right. Here's a pass. Oh, good. Open field pop. Good job defensively that time. That was Leighton Parker. I mean, he read the quarterback's eyes right there.
Yeah, and he got there perfect timing. He got there just as the ball was going to be caught by the receiver, and they're going to back him up a little bit. And Parker, part of that, I believe he's part of the homecoming court for the Chargers on homecoming night.
Be 3rd and 21 now. Line of scrimmage is the Medina Valley 45-yard line with 2 receivers either side for Rash. Now here's Peterson in motion. Fakes the handoff to Peterson. Tries to keep him himself. Feeling pressure. And he'll go down. Getting up off the bottom of that pile, Garrett Menzies. Caraway, little help on that tackle as well.
Well, Champion brought pressure because they knew it was a passing down, 3rd and 21. They knew they were going to be in a passing situation, so they brought the house that time and brought 7 guys. So able to get that sack and ring up a 4th and forever for the Panthers. So you assume this is a punting situation for them.
And that's the defense rising to the occasion, taking advantage of Medina Valley miscues. So Nieves stands back at his own 30-yard line, awaiting the Panther punt. Calling everybody off. And the Chargers will begin this offensive drive 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Well, let's see if the Chargers can get something going. They've had a punt, and an interception, so not exactly the start they were looking for on their first 3 possessions. Seemed a little rusty coming off that 2-week bye. They had the last game 2 weeks ago. Kind of have not found any kind of rhythm yet.
It is 1st and 10. Kaiser dropping back. Unloads. Has a man. Across the 30, down to around the 28-yard line. I believe that's Fanning.
Yep, sure was. Nice throw by Kaiser and a nice catch by Fanning. Holding on, especially after the hit.
This time, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left as Kaiser rolling out. Just out of the grasp of his intended receiver, Reed Cantrell. And that'll bring up a 2nd down for the Chargers.
That was a 37-yard completion that got the ball down. By far the best field position of the night for the Chargers. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
So this time Cantrell, Brandon, and Fanning come flanked out to the near side on this 2nd down. Here's Kaiser this time feeling pressure, and Kaiser will go down. Over to make the stack from his defensive end position, Joe Tarvin.
Yeah, Tarvin's been causing problems. That time Kaiser probably held on a little too long. He tries to break outside, but Tarvin sees it. Gets over there and makes a sack.
That'll bring up a 3rd and long.
That's an 11-yard sack.
That's it from the 30, call it the 39. That'll be a 3rd, about 21 for Champion. The snap, here's Kaiser rolling to his left side. This time he'll be caught once again. Tarvin in on the tackle for Medina Valley.
And Joe Tarvin.
And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Yep, 4th and 18-ish. So this is part of the field where Chargers usually go for it, but at 4th and 18, let's see what they do. You could quick kick it because Kaiser can punt.
Right.
That's a long way to make up.
He's still in. 4th down. Here's the call. Kaiser dropping back. Unloads. Pass. Caught. Cantrell. Touchdown.
It's a good thing that Cantrell's 6'5", because he had to use all of that body to go up and get that. And nice throw by Kaiser. We saw earlier where he threw it up and on the interception didn't clear it, and that time he clears the defense, and Cantrell makes a nice athletic catch.
You're mentioning just a good thing he held it up there, and Cantrell has the height. 6:45 left to go before halftime, and we're all tied here at Bernie ISD Stadium. We'll be back with more on the Charger Network.
I'm Brian Benway, Bernie ISD Director of Communications, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network. Go Chargers!
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Bertie be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Bernie.
Back with you live now at Bernie ISD Stadium following pass to tight end Reed Cantrell, who hauled that in and took it into the end zone to tie things up at 7 for the champion Chargers.
5 plays, 65 yards, took a minute 44. A big play was the 37-yarder to Fanning that got him deep into Panthers territory.
Waiting the Charger kickoff. This one handled by Peterson. He'll take it across the 20. Across the 25-yard line.
Bobby Peterson on the return.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for Medina Valley.
That time Panthers, they fake the reverse on the return. You see they kind of use a decoy and fake it. And that might be something they'll try later where they actually do reverse it.
So they'll mark this at the 26, and it'll be 1st down for Medina Valley. Rash sends a man in motion, brings a man in tight. That's that's Clendenin. Here's a handoff trying to go straight ahead. Is Hernandez, nothing doing there. Host of champion Chargers descended on the young running back, the senior running back.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them. Menzies in there, a few others. Luke Heck also.
They're going to hold him for no gain. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, just kind of felt like on that last drive, champion just kind of got a spark. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going and hold these Panthers to 3 and out.
2 receivers out to the right for quarterback Rash. This time, try to hand off in the middle. Nothing doing there as once again Hernandez is wrapped up.
Hernandez on the carry.
He'll be thrown back. Good defensive pursuit.
Carson Schwartz that time.
Schwartz coming in from that linebacker position.
So this is a big play here. It's 3rd and 12. If you're the Chargers and you keep them from getting that 1st down, you're going to get the ball back with the wind behind you. So,
and still about 5.5 minutes left to go before halftime. So certainly a statement to be made. This time 3 receivers come out to the left side for Rash. Single receiver to the far side. Rash unloads. Has Peterson across the 30 down to around the 31-yard line before Barrett Stewart comes over to make the stop.
Kaiser calls a timeout. Coach Kaiser, I think they want to save as much time as possible. Medina Valley still 4th and what, 5-ish, 6-ish, so we'll see how they handle that.
As we mentioned, we'll check here in just a bit for some scores from around district this evening. We know Tybee in action. We know Alamo Heights in Floresville. Tybee's, I believe, hosting Lockhart this evening. We'll see if we can get some updated scores on that.
Thank you once again, Bernie, for voting Ferris Orthodontics best of Bernie. Now
And it's been an interesting first half, you got to say. Low scoring, as you were mentioning.
Yeah, low scoring. I felt like that last drive, they hit a couple big plays the Chargers offense did. And I think that might have been the spark they were hoping to get, and we'll see if they can continue with that.
Bobby Peterson in punt formation for the Panthers.
Champion has nobody back. They don't believe he's going to punt.
And Peterson gets his right foot into this. It's a low punt, going to be down at about the 36-yard line, the champion 36, and that's where the Chargers will go to work first and 10.
Well, I think champion, it was 4th and 6, like you said, and I think they were protecting against any kind of a fake there. They had all 11 men up, nobody back, and then also Panthers are punting into that wind, so
Right.
I guess they felt like there wasn't going to be much of a kick. And the punter did the right thing. He line drived it, which is what you got to do when you're kicking into a stiff wind like that. And he got a good roll, but still, it's going to be pretty good field position for the Chargers. 35-yard punt.
So single receiver to the left side, that's Pike. And here's the quick out to Fanning. Across the 35, down to around the 37-yard line before he's met there defensively. Coming over that was Bullard. Little help from Tyler Mangum as well.
Nice easy throw that time.
Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 to give. Rodriguez across the 40, down to around the 42-yard line. Slight gain that time.
Number 36, Alexander Luna on the stop for the Panthers.
Luna with the stop from his linebacker position for Medina Valley, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for champion.
He got a good spot. I didn't think he got out to the 43, Rodriguez, but they spotted him at the 43.
Okay, the official says let's wind this thing back up. He says go ahead and run it, and the clock is running once again. The give, Rodriguez trying to find the corner to the far side, does, across midfield, across the 45, down to around the 43-yard line. That'll move the chains to give the Chargers a first down.
Well, I like that play. You get Rodriguez, and he's got the speed, so he gets to the outside, turns that corner, and gets a first down.
Kaiser rolling left side, pass intended for Fanning, just out of his hands, and that'll bring up a 2nd down.
12-yard run by Rodriguez. A little bit behind the play on the receiver on that throw, but brings up 2nd and 10.
You could tell a lot of times that Rodriguez has gotten the ball this evening. He's just been a step away from breaking something. And that time he got to break it.
And he had a nice run, talking about that, in the Harker Heights game. He had a pretty long touchdown run for him.
2nd and 10, line of scrimmage, the Medina Valley 44-yard line. Kaiser the handoff, Rodriguez once again across midfield, down to around the 35-yard line before Mangum makes the stop for Medina Valley.
And again, just probably one tackle away from breaking that. Makes a nice move, gets to the 2nd level, Mangum with the tackle. And if Mangum doesn't make that, we're still playing.
1st and 10 Chargers. Once again, give it to Rodriguez. Why not? Across the 35, the 30. Rodriguez up in the air and down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Well, he's tried that twice. He tried that on that last carry to the outside. He didn't quite clear him, but he got over him enough, and he doesn't mind going airborne.
Timeout called by the Panthers.
Now Medina Valley will call a timeout with 3:21 left to go before halftime, and the Chargers on the move right now in a 7-7 contest. Medina Valley scored to open things up this evening with a Peterson touchdown, and the Chargers would follow with a pass to Reed Cantrell to tie things up at 7.
Yeah, and since then, doesn't it seem like the Chargers just kind of picked up the pace? They're kind of a little bit more rhythm. You've seen some nice runs on this drive by Rodriguez, going the outside, going up the middle. And
I'm wondering if with the Medina Valley miscues that we saw on offense not too long ago, with those repeated miscues, that the Chargers might not have fed off that and picked up the momentum.
Yeah, and that definitely hurt Medina Valley because they had moved the ball well, and then they kind of went backwards, had a couple bad snaps, and then a couple penalties all in a row there. And they kind of got out of rhythm, and then, like you said, Chargers took advantage of it, forced a punt, and went down and scored.
Well, the situation is the 2nd and 3 from the 27-yard line, and 3:21 left to go before halftime. Here's Kaiser. Here's the give. Rodriguez trying to find something there, and out of nothing, he gets down to around the 20-yard line.
I tell you, he's shifty. When he gets in there between the tackles, he keeps those legs moving, and he's hard to bring down.
Chargers, here's the snap. Kaiser once again the pitch to Rodriguez across the 20. Rodriguez across the 15, the 10, down to around the 8-yard line, and penalty markers fly.
Flag on the play.
It's over to make the stop. That was Nathan Weiblin.
2 flags came out late. One of them did. And Chargers are backing up. So let's see.
Personal foul.
Chop block.
So that'll back champion up.
Yeah, it should be. Well, it should still be a first down. Well, let's see.
We'll check that out. They've got the down marker on the far side of the field reads 2nd.
Yeah, our scoreboard guy's having some issues right now.
Okay, so here's the situation. Line of scrimmage, the 31-yard line. They're calling it 2nd and 14. Here's the give. Rodriguez squirting his way to up near the 25-yard line before he's met there. And over on the stop, Nathan Weiblin once again.
On the stop for the Panthers. 3rd down, Chargers.
That'll bring up a 3rd down. Call it about 10.
Well, we've seen what the Chargers have been trying to do. They've been using Rodriguez a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a decoy at some point you throw downfield.
Here's Kaiser looking all the way for Cantrell. Has him inside the 20.
Kaiser's pass complete.
He's close.
He'll be knocked out right. They're going to mark it about the 17. It's over to make the stop, Alexander Luna.
Bring about 4th and 1. He stepped out about a yard short. 4th and 1. Do you kick here? Do you go for it? Knowing Coach Kaiser, I think they go for it. Maybe a quarterback sneak, but you can take the points and take the lead. We'll see how they play it.
Yeah, let's see decision time, and it looks to me like that offensive unit is still on the field. So 4th and 1, line of scrimmage, the 18. And now a whistle.
Yeah, they waited. They were trying to figure out what they wanted to do. I think they were talking about it. Play clock got down to 4, so that's why they called that timeout. They didn't want to back up on a penalty.
I don't know, you certainly want to put the points on the board, but you've been having success running that football.
Yeah, Rodriguez is kind of taken over on this drive. He's pretty much had it. They did have that completion to Cantrell, and you think back to that penalty that wiped out the nice game by Rodriguez. That would have put him inside the 10. So he's an explosive guy, as we know. So they're talking about what they want to do. Travis Chrisman, the offensive coordinator, is out there, and Coach Kaiser's letting him, he's just kind of standing there a few feet away. He's just letting Coach Chrisman talk to him and decide. So I'm assuming they're going for it.
Please, let's go.
So we will get back to action. Once again, looks like the offense staying on this 4th and 1. Kaiser calling for signals. Hands off Rodriguez. Sure, there's your first down. He gets inside the 15.
Picks up a Charger first down.
Down to around the 14. It'll be a first down for Champion.
Well, he only needed 1. He got 3, so he's been the guy that they've gone to on this drive quite a bit. They're leaning on Rodriguez on this drive.
This time the Chargers send 3 receivers to the left side, single receiver, that being Cantrell, to the right. And Kaiser is looking in the direction of Cantrell all the way. Once again, another jump ball. And he pulled it down. Did he pull it down? But he was out of bounds. Yes, he did. With one hand, pulled that down. But he fell out of bounds. See if you can see on our replay. Cantrell just goes up. One hand brings it down, but he fell out of bounds. And that defensive back's going, at least he was out.
Nice catch. Just ran out of real estate there in that corner there.
This time, 2 receivers right sides and a single receiver to the left side for Kaiser on this 2nd and 10. Here's Kaiser feeling pressure. Kaiser unloads. Kaiser has a man. Penalty markers. We'll check this as once again Cantrell makes the catch. We'll see what the penalty markers are all about.
Yeah, I think they might have a couple different penalties. You might have roughing the passer, because Kaiser got decked after he threw the ball. Let's see. They're going to have to sort it. It might be more than one penalty. So if it is, it's offsetting.
That was certainly a clutch catch that time by Cantrell.
Yeah, in traffic.
Yep. Roughing the passer. Yep, offsetting penalties.
Ineligible man downfield called against the Chargers.
So the Chargers had a lineman downfield, and then that's where the first flags came out, and then Kaiser got hit after he threw that ball late. So that was the roughing the passers. So basically that play never happened.
That never happened.
Yeah.
Rewind the tape.
Burn that part of it. Erase it, delete it.
2nd and 10 from the 16. Cantrell out to the right side. This time pass to Cantrell inside the 5, down to around the 3-yard line. He's racked up by Tomaselli. Huge play. That'll be a 1st and goal for Champion.
It's a 13-yard pass to Cantrell, and so did you see Rodriguez or do you get Rucker in there? Oh, they got the Maryland Eye going. Got the Maryland Eye with Nieves as the lead, as the back.
It's a give straight ahead and into the end zone. For the Champion touchdown, that's Nieves. And the Chargers will be on the board before halftime.
And that's what I was talking to Coach Kaiser about before the game. He mentioned that Nieves was going to be in there as a third string running back, basically. He plays defense, obviously, but he'll be the guy behind Rodriguez and Rucker. And he said he'll be our guy in there when we go to that Maryland Eye power package. So that's what you saw right there.
Extra point, good, but there's a penalty marker on the field.
Well, all kinds of penalties late.
Gotta certainly like the versatility of a Nieves. And was this one called on Champion? I believe it was.
That was a big score by the Chargers to take the lead. A minute 5 left before the half, so that's a huge score.
Well, you know, Kerry, it's like you were mentioning, they were feeling the confidence. And they certainly took it in for pay dirt.
Yep, last two drives have resulted in touchdowns for the Chargers.
And this time the extra point, good. Minute 5 left to go before halftime. The Chargers take a 14-7 lead over Medina Valley. We'll be back with more here on the Charger Network.
Hi, I'm Gina Devane, the Bernie ISD Athletic Secretary, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Bernie, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Back with you live at Bernie ISD Stadium following a Champion touchdown. Nice run by Nieves. He's a very versatile football player. You know that? Very good on both sides of the football.
He's third-team running back, and he's starter on defense. And Starter also from last year. That was a good drive by the Chargers. 13 plays, 65 yards. It took 4:01. Big thing is they took over at 5:06 and have only left the Panthers a minute 05 to go.
Takes care of punt returns for them as well. This time the kickoff handled by Peterson. Tries to find something to the outside, and all kind of penalty markers down on this return.
Flags on the play.
And again, see the Panthers, they faked that reverse. I guarantee you, probably before the night's over, they're going to actually, they're looking to see how Champion's defending that. Are they defending that guy that's going to get the reverse? And if they like that, they're going to actually hand it off. They'll try it, I think, once.
This penalty will go against Medina Valley, and it'll back it up.
Because one thing you have to do if you're the Chargers and you see that they're going to even fake that, you have to commit some guys to that. So that keeps a couple guys away from the main play.
This will back it up. It'll be first down for Medina Valley. Line of scrimmage, they're 11.
Need to be careful here. I think they're just going to run it.
Rash, the handoff this time going far side to his running back. That's Ethan Garza.
Well, we talked about the Champion offense kind of finding some rhythm. The defense has done real well. Last possession by the Panthers was 3 and out and a punt. And they only gave up 4 yards. And that time they actually lost yards. So they backed them up 2nd and 12. So the Champion defense has figured out some things. They kind of got gashed early on some of those plays by the Panthers, some big runs.
Loss of 2 on that play. It'll be 2nd and 12 now for Medina Valley. Rash. Once again, the handoff straight ahead. This time a little bit of an opening for the back. Garza, who gets out to about the 15.
Ethan Garza on the carry.
I think the Chargers called the timeout. Somebody called the timeout.
Somebody that we kind of didn't get who that was on, but yes, there's a timeout. We can check the scoreboard possibly. You're right, maybe Champion. They've got 1 timeout left. Well, each side has 1 timeout left, so there you go.
I don't know, only 13 seconds, so I don't know if they.
Let me text the ref down there. Let me know
if they stop them here. Then they're going to force them to punt into the wind, and maybe they're just trying to maybe set up a field goal, just a long field goal with the wind behind you, or maybe go for the block.
Very strategic. It's a couple of first quarter scores to pass along to you. It's Tivy on top of Lockhart, 7-0. And the Floresville Tigers on top of Alamo Heights, 10-0. That's at the end of the first quarter.
Lago Vista beating Comfort 14-7. In Comfort, right down the road.
Wowzers. 3rd and 7 now for Medina Valley. Rash the snap. Rash tries to keep it. Rash going nowhere. Good defensive pursuit.
Hit hard by number 9.
Coming over Luke Heck to put the hit on the Medina Valley quarterback, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, this time he's going to keep it. The quarterback is, and just nowhere to go. Try to go up the middle, and Champion calls a timeout. They got 9 seconds, so you're not going to have a lot of time. So maybe you just bring the house here and you try to get a block. Because the punter's going to be standing near his own end zone.
Right.
I don't think you have much of it with time. With 9 seconds, you're going to not have much time to set up any kind of offense. But we'll see if they just go for the block.
Well, this would be a very interesting situation as the Champion Chargers have to call on their special teams for a big play on this 4th down, and Medina Valley pinned back inside their 10-yard line.
Now you do have to have someone back.
They're 14.
You do have to have someone back like Neves, because you can't let the ball roll around out there. You have to be able to stop it and maybe fair catch it.
Here we go, 4th down. The snap, they did. Looks like somebody may have gotten a piece of it, but they'll just let this go, and they'll let it die at about the Champion 48.
That's the final play of our first half.
And that'll do it. That's first half. Our score, Champion 14, and the Medina Valley Panthers 7. We'll be back with halftime entertainment here in just a moment on the Charger Network.
I'm Stan Leach, Bernie ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Bernie, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Hi, my name is Michael Glick with Glick Insurance. Since 1991, I've been assisting you and your family with all of your insurance needs. At Glick Insurance, we pride ourselves in educating before selling to ensure you get the best coverage and rates available. We not only offer a wide range of products, but we also offer customizable options and regular check-ins to review and make sure your policy is up to date. To start your coverage today, call Glick Insurance at 830-816-2811 or visit us online at glickinsurance.com.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Birdie be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota.
Hi, I'm Superintendent Tommy Price, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Bernie, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Hi, my name is Michael Glick with Glick Insurance. Since 1991, I've been assisting you and your family with all of your insurance needs. At Glick Insurance, we pride ourselves in educating before selling to ensure you get the best coverage and rates available. We not only offer a wide range of products, but we also offer customizable options and regular check-ins to review and make sure your policy is up to date. To start your coverage today, call Glick Insurance at 830-816-2811 or visit us online at glickinsurance.com.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Bernie, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and go Chargers!
Are you ready for a ladies' night out? Join us for Purse Mania 2.0 at the Bevy Hotel on Thursday, December 3rd at 6 p.m. You'll have a chance to win designer purses and accessories from top brands like Louis Vuitton, Burberry, Rebecca Minkoff, Consuela, Tory Burch, Kendra Scott, and many more. We'll have social distance measures in place, plated meals, our signature drink, a DJ, a photo booth, and door prizes. And you don't want to miss the highlight of the evening, our fashion show sponsored by the Dinger Trading Company, featuring our 12 Bernie ISD Teachers of the Year. Your donation dollars will support every student, every teacher, and every school in Bernie ISD. Table sponsorships and tickets are available now. Visit thebernieeducationfoundation.org to reserve your seat today.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Bernie Insider. I'm Courtney Bruce. Preparing students to become entrepreneurs and run their own business is the #1 objective of Bernie ISD's incubator class. Today we're going to suit up, we're going to step inside the classroom, and we're going to see how these students are teaming up with community members in this very unique business class. The BISD Incubator Program teams up real-world entrepreneurs and business experts with students to help them plan and execute their own business model. Students from both Bernie and Champion high schools pitch their ideas to potential mentors, and will then be matched up with the experts who will assist students with their business plans. Students say this class provides them with important hands-on experience.
I really like being in this program. It's so challenging and rewarding, and I feel like I've learned a lot of real world scenarios and marketing and budgeting, and I feel like if I wanted to start a business tomorrow, I would know the basics about it.
Today, the incubator class is hosting Mentor Match Day to pair up students with their future mentors. They will have access to a network of professionals to further develop their skills such as teamwork, problem solving, presentation, and communication for college and career readiness. The mentors enjoy working closely with BISD students.
I think it's a fantastic opportunity. You're not always given a chance to develop that until college or after college, and so to get to do that in high school with a team of people in the community that have resources, that have people that they can connect them with, is a fantastic opportunity. I think that I wish that I had this kind of opportunity when I was in high school.
BISD Incubator instructor Coach Jenny Brewer says the courses are important for students to gain valuable experience.
I think that there's been a lot of growth. I've known these kids for more than a year and in a different class. And so seeing them this year and watching them really grow and get better and better, presenting and talking to adults and speaking in front of other people and sharing their ideas, it's been super fun for me to see that growth, and then really able to convey the ideas that they want to the people that they're trying to pitch to.
At the conclusion of the course, student teams present their ideas in front of actual investors to pitch their product or service idea with the possibility of being awarded funding that will help turn their business plans into reality. The incubator program truly gives BISD students the opportunity to work with experts in their fields. There's no doubt that future Boerne business owners here locally and all over the world are currently students in Boerne ISD's incubator class. I'm Courtney Bruce, and this is Boerne Insider.
This week, the Boerne Insider Limelight recognizes Amy Hogan, BISD Culinary Arts Instructor. Amy has been teaching in the food science and culinary arts for 6 years and enjoys helping the students in this field.
I love that I get to teach something to students that is usable in their current time and also in their future. I love that they get the experiences that they do in our facilities and get to learn some real life, hands-on, very applicable skills in our class.
Amy's students also believe they are gaining a lot of hands-on experience and knowledge that she is teaching to help them in the real world.
It can show that you can work with different people, so you're not always working in the same group, and you also learn how to work in an industrial kitchen.
Amy was named the 2019 Teacher of the Year for Boerne High School. The Boerne Insider Limelight is sponsored by the Boerne Education Foundation. Boerne ISD students can now order meals with NutriSlice, a website and an app that allows BISD students to view the menu for each day and pre-order meals up to 14 days out. If you order ahead by midnight the night before, your child will go to the front of the line and get their meal quickly and efficiently. With NutriSlice, you can view changes to the menu, nutrition information about the entrees and side selections, as well as carb counts. To view a tutorial on how to order with NutriSlice, or for more information, visit bourneisd.net/nutrition.
Box combo, please. At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking? Love in the window. Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Bernie be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Bernie.
Hello, Bernie ISD family. I'm honored and excited today to announce that Bernie ISD has been named one of the top workplaces for the San Antonio area. And this is really a thank you, a reflection of you, what you've done for our students, what you've told people about Bernie ISD, and what you have made Bernie ISD into one of the best workplaces in the state. So thank you for your dedication, thank you for caring enough to go the extra mile, and thank you for helping us through this hard time. And yes, we are a top workplace. Congratulations, Bernie ISD family.
If you want to train like the athlete, and I mean truly train like a professional athlete, you come to D1.
Athletes are the staple of what we want to be. You want to be healthy, you want to be strong, you want to have a smile on your face, you want to be energetic when you walk into places, and just have a presence about you. And so I think D1 creates that atmosphere, and they understand the opportunity they have in taking these individuals and making them better.
D1 Bernie, the place for the athlete.
This place is going to change the way I play the game.
Hi, I'll take the
I'm
Charger
going to get the
burger.
Greyhound burger, please.
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Charger burger. Mushrooms, Swiss, caramelized onions.
Greyhound burger. Bacon and American cheese.
Charger burger.
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Hey guys, you can like both of them at the same time.
We'll take two.
We are excited to introduce The Well, a program designed specifically for Bernie ISD staff and families to support you during this uncertain time. There will be separate sessions for BISD parents and staff with the exception of yoga. Meet us at The Well.
Hello, I'm Yvette Reyna, and I'm excited to share with you today's sponsor spotlight, Toyota of Bernie.
Why buy from Toyota Bernie? Well, the experience. We're very transparent here. We want to give you our best price right up front, and also selection. We have over 1,000 vehicles in every single price range. People are asking me, hey, what are going to be the deals in September? 72 months, 0% on a lot of our vehicles right now. Hey, everybody wants to know one other thing. How do I do that deal maker dance? Well, there it is. Get here, and come see the deal maker.
Thank you to Toyota of Bernie for partnering with the Bernie Education Foundation as we fund opportunities that support every student, every teacher, and every school in Bernie ISD.
Welcome to another edition of the Bernie Insider. I'm Superintendent Tommy Price, and today I get to share with you one of my favorite things about my job, talking to children. Let's go inside and see them. I dropped by Currington Elementary and visited with Mrs. Turner and her kindergarten class. The students were in their Sunday best, and they greeted me with a song called Hola Amigo, which means hello friend. Mrs. Turner's class is a bilingual class. The students seemed eager to listen and also to answer my questions I had for them. Who else loves recess? Recess. So what's the funnest thing about recess?
Slide and swing. Amor de compañeros. After recess, then we get to eat.
That's my second favorite thing to do. These students are very happy and excited to be in school, some of them for the very first time.
Gracias por venir, Dr. Price.
Thank you for coming, Dr. Price.
Thank you.
Attention, all Bernie ISD students.
Let's all do our part to keep our schools safe and open.
Please, mask up.
So we can suit up.
In addition to visiting an in-person class, I wanted to also visit an e-learning classroom. So I went online and visited Mrs. Perillo's first grade class.
We have a special guest with us today. Hi, Dr. Price. Dr. Price. Hi. Open our mics.
Hi, Mrs. Perillo. They have been working on some great projects that we were able to see. In all, our students showed that no matter where they were, in person or e-learning, that they were going to have fun and learn this year. I hope you enjoyed today as much as I did. I really loved getting inside the classroom, getting to know our students, hearing what they have to say, and thanking our teachers for doing a great job. So thank you, Mrs. Turner and Mrs. Perillo, and thank you for watching the Bernie Insider. I'm Tommy Price. Hope to see you next time.
Coming up on the next Bernie Insider, we will take a look at the BISD Culinary Arts courses. This week, the Bernie Insider Limelight recognizes BISD's executive chef Jose Figueroa Siri. Chef Jose has been in the food service industry for over 25 years. He started his career in the U.S. Army, and over the years he worked under great chefs like Emeril Lagasse, Johnny O'Callahan, and Donnie Myers. Chef Jose is looking forward this year to working with the kids at BISD who want to learn the culinary arts industry. This has been the Bernie Insider Limelight, sponsored by the Bernie Education Foundation.
Attention all Bernie ISD students.
Let's all do our part to keep our schools safe and open.
Please, mask up.
So we can suit up.
Are you ready for a ladies' night out? Join us for Purse Mania 2.0 at the Bevy Hotel on Thursday, December 3rd at 6 p.m. You'll have a chance to win designer purses and accessories from top brands like Louis Vuitton, Burberry, Rebecca Minkoff, Consuela, Tory Burch, Kendra Scott, and many more. We'll have social distance measures in place, plated meals, our signature drink, a DJ, a photo booth, and door prizes. And you don't want to miss the highlight of the evening, our fashion show sponsored by the Dinger Trading Company, featuring our 12 Bernie ISD Teachers of the Year. Your donation dollars will support every student, every teacher, and every school in Bernie ISD. Table sponsorships and tickets are available now. Visit the BernieEducationFoundation.org to reserve your seat today.
I'm Stan Leach, Bernie ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Bernie, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and go Chargers!
Hi, I'm Superintendent Tommy Price, and you're watching the Chargers.
Back with you now at halftime. The halftime festivities slowly concluding. The team's starting to come back out on the field. The champion Chargers lead the Medina Valley Panthers 14-7, and the Panthers got on the board first to start things this evening. Kerry Barbosa.
Yeah, they sure did. They look pretty impressive on their opening drive. They go 6 plays, 51 yards, take 2:36 off the clock, hit a 22-yard pass and 25-yard pass, and score the opening touchdown 4 minutes into the game and take a 7-0 lead. And really that first quarter, Champion just had a hard time getting anything going. They had a punt, and an interception on their first 3 possessions. But it seemed like that one drive, Medina Valley had the ball at midfield, and they kind of backed up. They had a couple bad snaps, then they had a couple penalties, and then they were 4th and 26, so they had to eventually punt. And after that, the Champion defense, I think they kind of got the team going, because when the Chargers got the ball, they went down and scored on 5 plays. Reed Cantrell with a nice touchdown pass reception from Carson Kaiser, and that ties it up at 7-7. Then the defense, a 3-and-out and a punt. on the Panthers, and they go downfield when the offense has the ball for Champion. 13 plays, 65 yards. Jaden Nieves, they line up in that Maryland eye, and he's the third back in there, and he takes it in. Powers his way in for a touchdown. They go up 14-7. And then the next Medina Valley possession, they forced a punt. So second quarter, really, they outscore them 14-0, and Medina Valley only had the ball twice in that quarter, and they forced 2 punts out of them. So Champion seemed to turn that corner in that second quarter. And, maybe it was rust. I don't know, because they hadn't played in 2 weeks. Maybe it was homecoming nerves. I don't know. Whatever it was, Champion didn't play well in that first quarter, but they seemed to pick it up in that second quarter.
And not only did they take the lead into the halftime locker room, it seems like they also took the momentum. We'll see how this comes out in the third quarter to begin things, as the Chargers and Medina Valley Panthers slowly taking the field and getting set to kick off the second half. Yeah, it does look like Champion kind of found the right niche there eventually.
Both sides of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, and put things to work, as we're seeing Kaiser warming up on the near side of the field, along with Cooper Marshall, who, by the way, was in the homecoming festivities before the game. Backup quarterback for the Chargers. It'll be a fun second half. We're certainly looking forward to and getting ready for that. We'll see if we can check some scores from around the area for you here in just a bit. We've got a whole lot of scores from around the area, to tell you the truth.
Well, another thing, talking about this game, homecoming game, and then also Champion hadn't played in a week, 2 weeks rather, so they're on a kind of a bye, so maybe a little bit of rust, and then also I wonder if the weather was a factor. It got cold and it's windy. It's about 15-mile-an-hour winds, and when you haven't thrown in that kind of weather all year, it takes a little bit of adjusting to get used to throwing into that wind and throwing behind it, and you have to make some adjustments. And so maybe that first quarter was all about adjustments and getting comfortable for the Chargers.
That's it, getting back on track, as you were mentioning, after a week off. Maybe time to get the old motor heated up a little bit. It looks like the Chargers definitely did that. Some scores to pass along. Halftime district scores. The Tybee Antlers on top of the Lockhart Lions 7-0 at half. The Floresville Tigers lead the Alamo Heights Mules 17-0. That's a halftime score as well. And of course, here our score is Champion on top of Medina Valley 14-7 on this opening weekend of district play. Last night, you saw our sister network, the Greyhound Network. The Bernie Greyhounds got a nice win over the Somerset Bulldogs, as their regular season slowly comes to an end, and they'll be looking at playoffs a couple of weeks from now.
Yeah, they clinched the playoff spot, and 3-0 in district, and they go into Lavernia next Friday. And if a win by the Greyhounds gives them the district championship, it'll be their first outright since 2005. So 15-year drought for an outright champion. They've shared 2 since then, but they're in a position, if they win next week, it doesn't matter what happens to the rest of the district, because champion will be 4-0 and undefeated and district champs. So they're right there, and they want to get that. They're 1 win away from getting that first outright title in 15 years. And it was funny talking to Coach Hendricks about it. Early in the year, I said, you guys are picked to win. Texas football has you guys winning the district. And he's like, you know what? We're not talking about that. We're not talking about any of that. We got 5, 6 non-district games to go. They were supposed to have 6, and they got 1 canceled, the one at the Dome. But he said a lot can happen just in the non-district games, and then a lot can happen in district games with injuries, and who knows with COVID what's going to happen. So we're not going to talk about that until we get there. So last night I got to ask him finally about playing for the district championship. So it was finally the appropriate time for that question.
And how's he handling that?
Oh, he's excited. They're excited about it. And they've been working for this, and they felt like they had a good team, and they could do some special things this year. And, they won first-round playoff games last year and the year before for the first time in 15 years from the 04-05 Greyhounds were the last team to do that. So they're excited, and they want to get in, win the district, and go a couple rounds. And Bernie team hadn't got past the first round in a while, so that's another thing they want to try to accomplish this year.
Bobby Peterson and Mike Tomaselli back to field the champion Charger kickoff to get the second half started. They wait back at about their own 12-yard line, 10, 11. And the second half now underway as Tomaselli will handle it. He fakes the handoff to Peterson, finds a little opening across the 30, still on his feet. And as he tried to turn around, he ran into, looks like big number 45, yes indeed, who is Jake Darling of the champion Chargers. Just like, hello there, Tomaselli, it's nice to meet you. And then they'll have the football.
Yeah, and one of the Chargers grabs his jersey and doesn't let go right there. Looks like, not sure who that was, but one of the Chargers grabs the jersey and doesn't let go, and that's what allowed the other guy to come in and make the pop.
Well, it's first down for Medina Valley. Once again, Rash the keeper. He's feeling pressure. Rash will go down. He'll make the star. Lewis Kleber coming over to make the stop. Luke Heck also in on that. It'll be second down for Medina Valley.
Nowhere to go that time. They're going to lose 2 yards on that. Backs them up to the 33. And it seems like in that first quarter, they were moving the ball pretty easily. But since that second quarter, it's really turned around, and they're having a hard time getting any kind of positive yards in the last few drives.
3 receivers to Heck's right, and the quarterback, Rash's right, that is. Pulls up and goes to Peterson, has him at about the 48-yard line before he'll be run out of bounds, and over to make the hit, that was Leighton Parker.
It's a nice throw, and it gets the first down, and that ball stayed in the air for a while, but no one was out there for the Chargers. Nice catch, and he's definitely one of their weapons, is Peterson.
Right now we got Vogel checking into the game. Check that. Caden Hernandez checking into the game for Medina Valley. Vogel in the wide receiver. 3 receivers to Rash's right and a single receiver to the left on this first down. Once again, a bad snap, and Hernandez will pick the ball up. Take it out across the 45 down to around the 44-yard line. Like an inadvertent wildcat there of sorts.
Yeah, the ball hit the turf, and he ran by Menzies. I don't think Menzies saw that the ball was on the ground. And just gets right past him and gets 9 yards on a busted play, basically.
Connor Holtorf with the stop that time for champion. And yeah, he picks up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 for Medina Valley. Line of scrimmage is the champion 44-yard line. Once again, 3 receivers to Rash's right and a single receiver to his left. Here's Peterson now in motion. Peterson, the fake handoff. This time, the handoff coming the other way is Hernandez. And penalty markers are on the field.
Yeah, that's going to be a hole. It's I think Luke Heck was right there. He was trying to make the tackle, but he's being held. So that was an easy call for the officials. Whoever was on the end there just was getting grabbed. He's getting mugged.
So they're backing this up. As White came over to make the stop that time for the Chargers. Yeah, this will take it all the way back into Medina Valley territory at their 46-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Once again, 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Pass across the middle is complete.
Nick Rash's pass complete to number 80.
And that, of course, is Clendenin with the reception.
Colton Horto on the stop.
It moved the ball into Charger territory at the 44-yard line.
Connor Holtorf with the stop there. His sister was homecoming princess tonight, and his mom, the softball coach at Champion, is sitting right in front of us here.
It's 3rd and 1 now for Medina Valley. Here's the give straight ahead. Not much there for Hernandez as he'll be met there and driven back and coming away with the football. Of course, they're going to say he was down, but you can't blame him for the thrill.
Keep going. Just run into the end zone.
Hernandez on the carry, hit first by number 49, Carson Schwartz.
Absolutely, Carson Schwartz with the first hit. And I think that times we can get that. We identify that 29, correct? Coming away, that's Jacob Caraway.
Yeah, they
the thrill of the almost touchdown.
I thought he got a pretty good spot. I didn't think he made it to the 45, but that's where they marked it.
And it's 4th and 2 from the 45-yard line. It's a big fourth down play for the Panthers. Going straight ahead, he's going to have the first down as the quarterback, Nick Rash.
I don't know. Where the officials came in, it's short. I thought he got further than that.
Let's check this out. How about you? Your eye's much better than mine. Let this be a lesson to you, Kerry Barbosa. Don't get old. You can't see from this vantage point.
Okay, I'll take that advice.
It's first down for the champion Chargers.
I thought he got a lot further down the field than that.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought he got to about the 44, but
it's where they're marking.
Yeah,
it,
I thought he
correct.
got to the 43, but he got down to the 44 is where they're giving it. So a good stop by the Charger defense on a 4th and 2. They hold him to 1.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Here's Kaiser with the snap. Here's Kaiser, the pass to the far side of the field. It's complete,
Whoa,
and there's a penalty marker on the field.
That's going to be a late hit. And somebody got taken out, one of the coaches or somebody in street clothes.
It's Cantrell with the catch.
That's nice of Cantrell. He's checking on the gentleman that he ran into.
You know, the last time we got together for a Charger game, we were talking about Reed Cantrell and how a lot of praise to him preseason, especially from the Dave Campbell folks. And he was picked something like all district or all offense. Certainly one of the early picks, and he's shown why this evening. Big target.
Yeah, he's a matchup problem for any team. Unless you've got a 6'4" corner, he's going to have the height advantage, and so he's definitely a matchup problem. His sister Riley played volleyball there at Champion years ago, and yeah, he's a big body.
1st and 10, line of scrimmage, the 44-yard line. Quick pass to the outside, incomplete. Intended receiver that time was Trey Rucker. They're saying, no, that wasn't a backwards pass. That went out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line, that being the Medina Valley 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's probably fortunate for the Chargers that it was an incomplete pass, because it would have gone negative on the yardage.
The snap once again, looking in the direction of Cantrell, just out of his reach. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. It's
3rd down for the Chargers.
Back defensively, that was Seth Bullard. You know, we're talking about Cantrell. Here's the official thing, selected to the Dave Campbell All-State 5A offensive team at preseason. Here's the give. This is Rucker across the 30, near the 35. Almost crossed it before Mangum came over and made the hit. And that'll bring up a 4th down for Champion.
That's a good open field tackle by Mangum. And you see Rucker trying to break it outside. Mangum makes a stop. It's 4th and 8-ish. So offense is still on the field. You're probably in a position here in high school. This is kind of no man's land in high school where they're going to talk about it, figure out what they want to do here.
Certainly. Chargers take a timeout. 7:58 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And Champion leads this one 14-7.
And you know, Reed Cantrell, you're talking about him. He got hurt last year towards the end of the year when they made that historic run, and so he missed a lot of the games towards the end of the season. And so, you know, coming back for his senior year, that he wants to have a great year to finish out after not being able to be on that field.
Absolutely. And I wonder if last week or last time they played, which was 2 weeks ago, was his first time back on the field, because in the 2nd week of the season, as you recall, he was held out of the MacArthur game.
Yeah. He did play that first week, but against veterans, and then I think he might have tweaked something, and then they held him out. And I think that was precautionary. I think he probably could have played, but just precautionary, just to make sure he was okay. And then, yeah, he did play in that Harker Heights game. So, he missed that 1 week, and then they had the bye week. So yeah, he hadn't played, you know, every single game so far for the Chargers.
So nice to get a look at the senior tight end, and he certainly has impressed this evening. 4th and 8 now, the situation from the Medina Valley 35-yard line. Quarterback Carson Kaiser takes the snap, drops the football, was able to pick it up. But I think that's going to wrap up the drive that time as Alexander Luna came over to make the stop on the champion quarterback.
Yeah, he just drops it. He picks it up. He's trying to get to the outside. If he can get to that edge, he had a shot, but good pursuit by the Panthers defense. And that's not a bad try because Panthers are still in their own territory here. So 2 possessions, 1 for each, and both loss of downs.
The 39-yard line is where Medina Valley will go to work. 1st and 10, that is their own 39-yard line. Here's Rash, the keeper. Nothing doing there. Oh, big pursuit coming from the Charger defense. And a whole flock of champion Chargers. Luke Heck among them making the stop.
Yeah, Luke Heck was the first guy there. He's chasing Rash all over that field, and he got him up high, and Rash slips out, but the rest of the Chargers, he slows him down. The rest of the Chargers come finish him off.
It's like, how do you refer to it? It's a pack of wolves. How do you refer to the plural Chargers?
A herd of Chargers?
Herd of Chargers. Yes, I have, as a matter of fact. 2nd and 16 now for Medina Valley. Here's Rash dropping back. Play action, he's rolling, looking downfield. Has a man. Let's see if he's in.
Nope.
They're saying he caught it out of bounds. Nice effort, though, that time, as the pass was intended for Britton Griggs. And penalty markers on the field.
Yeah, that's downfield a little bit, but that was a nice catch by Griggs, even though he makes it out of bounds. He had to jump up and get it. His momentum takes him out of bounds.
Somewhat good composure that time by Rash as he found a way to get it over for a possible reception. Yeah, that was an ineligible receiver downfield. The penalties declined, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 16 from the Medina Valley Panthers.
So he could have accepted and made it 2nd and a little bit longer. Instead, they'll decline it, take it here at 3rd and 16.
So this time, 3 receivers to Rash's left and a single receiver to the right. On this 3rd and 16 lone back, there's another bobbled snap, and Rash will go down. As once again, the pack of Chargers all over him.
Well, we've seen a couple drops tonight, and that time just slips out of his hand. It just makes you wonder if the cold weather get to them. And
that time, Jacob Gresham from his linebacker position, among others, over to make the stop on Rash, and we have a hurt player.
Yeah, it's Rash. He's getting up slow. I think he took a couple pretty good pops.
Yeah, he is. He's being escorted off the field, and, you know, he's taken some pops all evening, as that Charger defense has been in his backfield for a good portion of the night.
Well, the good thing for the Panthers, you got a quarterback, that can play, because they've been platooning all year, basically, up until last week.
Nieves stands back at his own 30-yard line, awaiting the Bobby Peterson punt. Snap his right foot into it. Nice punt.
Wow.
Nieves gives chase, picks it up, and he decides, I'm going to field this. Well, he's going to be caught apparently just shy of the 20-yard line. You wonder.
Well, he tried to reverse field.
Yeah, he did, but I think there was the Panthers coming. Good pursuit by that Panthers special team.
It was about, because of the wind, about a 61-yard punt before Nieves was able to pick it up at about the 10. So that's definitely taking advantage of the wind that's blowing out there. Pretty stiff wind.
Always liked it when it was Team A versus Team B, and both of them versus the weather and the elements, and that's exactly what we're getting in the form of wind this evening.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's cold. I would say if you haven't, it's going to be a penalty on the Chargers. Coach Kaiser wanted explanation for that one. So they're going to back them up from where they were.
52 degrees right now, as you're mentioning, kind of chilly. It's our first cold snap of the season.
Yeah, and it was, I think it was 59 when the game started,
right.
So it's dropped about 7. The wind's been steady at about 15, but my phone says feels like temperature is 46. So that would explain some of the drop balls by the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
On the shotgun snaps.
So the Chargers will have the football. It'll be 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, well, they're inside the 10 now. Apparently 7-yard line's the line of scrimmage. Kaiser calling for the ball, does. Fakes the handoff, he decides to keep it. Gets out to near the 10-yard line.
Kaiser on the carry.
Or he'll be wrapped up there.
Number 20, Logan Gill on the stop.
Logan Gill over to make the stop.
Let's give him 3 on that carry. Makes it about 2nd and 7. Champion, get a couple first downs there. Just trying to give yourself some breathing room. You have to punt out of your own end zone.
2nd and 7 now, as you were mentioning. Line of scrimmage, the 10-yard line. Once again, Kaiser decides, well, I'll keep this. He crosses the 10, tries to get to the 11, falls ahead to the 12. For the stop is made there by Nathan Weibland.
Logan Gill on the stop for the Panthers. Timeout for an injured player.
And another injured player timeout right now on the field. It's apparently this another Medina Valley Panther. As we can notice, there were a couple of players that came together to try to put the hit on Kaiser, as we saw there in the replay.
When we resume, it's going to be 3rd and 5. You're the Panthers. You can get a stop here. The punter Lang is going to be standing near the goal line, so that can always present a problem for a punting team when your punter's back there. A bad snap or anything can result in all kinds of bad things for you.
And that's defensive lineman Joe Tarvin. Good to see him up and coming out of the game under his own power.
Yep, and Tarvin's had a couple big tackles for the Panthers. He's been a force to reckon with when he's on that outside end.
One of the leaders on defense. Coach Crisp expecting a lot from the likes of Tarvin. It's 3rd and 5 now. Line of scrimmage is the 12-yard line. For quarterback Carson Kaiser and the Charger offense. It's Kaiser dropping back. Kaiser looking downfield. He was hit as he released the football. I think he was looking to get that out to Rodriguez, but got hit. And the ball just kind of came out of his hands. As you notice there, is going forward. But
for the Chargers.
Yeah, and that wasn't a fumble.
No, his arm was in motion. So
this is, you got to be careful here. If you're the Chargers, like I said, your punter's standing right on the goal line, so you need a good snap.
Chargers on to punt this away. Fair catch being called for at about the 44-yard line by the return man. That's Mangum.
Oh, there is a flag. Lang may have got hit.
On the play.
They went for the block. Panthers went for the block and almost got it, and they hit Lang. He's kind of walking off slowly. Let's see if that extends the drive.
Well, let's check this.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker. Panthers, first down.
Wow.
Foul, roughing the kicker called against the Panthers.
I wonder if we got a total on penalties thus far this evening. It's been a penalty-plagued football game.
Well,
and opportunities like that, which is just another indication of one team shooting itself in the foot. Now the Chargers are going to have new life after being stifled.
Yeah, they had him at the 12-yard line. The punter's punting on his own goal line, and they were going to get the ball. Pretty good field position at the 40-something and wipe all that out.
A new life for the Charger offense on this 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 27. Low snap and a false start.
False start called against the Chargers.
Against Champion, so this will back it up. And instead of a 1st and 10 is now a 1st and 15 from the Champion 22-yard line. 2 receivers this time line up to Kaiser's left and a single receiver to the right on this 1st down. Here's a give straight ahead. Rodriguez. Correction. That is Trey Rucker How did I get a 2 and a 5 out of that? I have no clue. Trey Rucker with a carry as he gets out near the 25-yard line. And it'll be second down. We can hear the wind picking up in our field mic right now. Second down. Kaiser, the quick pitch. Once again, Rucker. This time the 30, he gets across the 25 around the 26, thrown out of bounds. The penalty marker on the play is over to make the stop defensively, Alexander Luna. Let's check the penalty marker.
Holding called against the Chargers.
So this will back it up. Here we go again with just penalties at the wrong time to stifle a drive. So this will back it up to the champion 15-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and 22. As the Chargers have to get to the champion 37 for a first down. Here it is on a second down. Kaiser unloads. Kaiser has a man at about the 15. Not much of a gain, if any, as the pass is complete to Ryan Brandon. Luna with the stop once again for Medina Valley.
Well, that looked like a little bubble screen there, wide receiver screen, and it's a great stop because I think if Brandon catches that ball, he's going to run a long way, but just a nice open field tackle right there.
It seems as though that's what champions needed the whole night, is just that one step to get away.
Yep, haven't been able to get it so far.
3rd and 21 now from the 16-yard line for Kaiser and the champion Chargers. Kaiser dropping back, looking downfield, unloads. And this pass incomplete, almost intersected by Michael Tomaselli.
Broken up by number 5, Michael Tomaselli.
That's a pretty good throw into the wind. That was into the wind. Good arm strength by Kaiser, but almost intercepted, which probably wouldn't have been a bad interception for the Chargers because that basically served as a punt.
Punt, exactly. So Mangum now stands back at the champion 48-yard line to await the Charger punt. Mangum's going to let this bounce.
So an interception would have actually helped the Chargers because they would have got the ball at about their own 45, and now they're getting at the champion 45. So they saved about 10 yards by not making that interception.
Well, we got 3:38 left to go here in the third quarter, and the champion Chargers holding on to a 14-7 lead over the Medina Valley Panthers. 14 unanswered points, as the Panthers were the first to get on the scoreboard back in the first quarter.
Well, and they've got a short field here. The Panthers, they're starting this drive in Charger territory, so they're winning the battle of field position right now.
First down for Medina Valley. Rash, the snap. Rash dropping back. Rash feeling pressure once again. Unloads and just kind of throws this away.
He was out of the tackle box, so no grounding, but Luke Heck chasing him. For one thing, I think at one point Rash was thinking of running it, but he sees Luke Heck there cutting off the angle, just throws it away, and that's the right call right there.
So it's 2nd and 10 now for Medina Valley. Line of scrimmage, the 47-yard line, that being the champion 47-yard line. Rash the snap. Rash dropping back, unloads, has a man all by himself. Oh. And the ball comes out.
That was a stick.
I'm not sure who came down with that. I think that might have been intended for Hernandez.
Whoever caught it paid the price right there.
Oh, check that. That was Peterson. I believe he did. Just a timely hit to break the receiver away from the football. And that pass is incomplete. So now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10 for Medina Valley at the Charger 47. Rash the snap, dropping back, looking to pass again. This time overthrows his intended receiver. That was Tomaselli, Troy Tomaselli that time. That'll bring up a 4th down for Medina Valley.
Interesting. 3 plays, not able to move a yard. And let's see how they play this here, because it's 4th and 10, but you're in Charger territory, so I wouldn't be surprised if they went for it.
And that big hit on that second down pass certainly did a lot to thwart this drive for the Panthers.
Play clock got down to 3, and the Panthers are still on the sideline talking, so they got to take a timeout here.
They do with 3:18 left to go, third quarter, 14-7. Champion on top of the Medina Valley Panthers this evening.
I think they want to talk about if they want to go for this because, like I said, you're in champion territory, but you are 4th and long. Bring out the punt team, but that doesn't mean they're going to punt.
No, not at all, especially since Peterson, of course, wide receiver and running back for Medina Valley.
Champion doesn't think they're going to punt. They got everybody up.
It is on 4th down. Peterson right foot into this, and nobody back, as you were mentioning. Takes a Panther roll inside the 5. They're going to down this at near the goal line.
The 1. And that's when you give up. When you don't have anybody back, you risk that. You risk that opportunity of getting pinned back like that because you don't have anybody to fair catch it or make any kind of return. That's the chance you take.
And as you can guess, there is a flag on the play. So let's see what this one's all about. Penalty plagued football game, I tell you, really has been.
3 steps forward, 2 steps back for both teams, especially in the second half. It's just been a loss of down, punt, punt, punt. So 5 possessions, 2 loss of downs, and 3 punts, depending on what happens here. Well, it's on champion, so they're going to have to back them up about. They're at the 1, so they're going to have to put the ball at the half-yard line.
Yeah, half the distance.
That is a half-yard penalty, folks. I can't remember the last time I saw a half-yard penalty. And again, you're the Chargers. You got to be careful here on what you call. You got to get some breathing room here. Maybe a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, got to get it out of the shadows of the end zone there. So absolutely, something like that, pushing the football ahead. You got the beef on that offensive line. You just got to follow it to kind of give yourself some room, as you were mentioning.
You can throw, though, but you just got to be real careful here if you're the Chargers. And that's why the Panthers punted. They're trying to pin them back there.
1st and 10 for Kaiser and the Chargers.
Look out.
Is a handoff into the end zone, but
man,
coming out at least to the 1, maybe the 1.5, is Rodriguez, giving him a little breathing room.
Well, he's looking for an opening. There's not a whole lot there. He finally finds a little bit of daylight. And good tackle there by Logan Gill.
Yeah, Logan Gill almost had a pair for the Panthers.
He only got about half a yard.
That's right. They're actually showing no gain, so they're calling it 2nd and 10 now. Here's Kaiser once again, the handoff Rodriguez. This time a little hole. This time a big hole as he crosses the 20, the 25, and he'll be knocked down about the 28, 29-yard line. Nice pickup by Alex.
Well, and that's what you needed. You needed that big play to get you some breathing room, so they got out from under their own end. And, we've seen that from Rodriguez there. And I thought if he goes outside, he might have gone all the way.
Kaiser low snap. Here's the pitch. Rodriguez trying to find something to the far side. Gets a couple of tough yards and gets a couple of yellow hankies thrown in that direction. We'll see what those are all about.
About a 28-yard run by Rodriguez to move the ball from the 1 to the 29. Holding.
And it's a hold against the Chargers. So far, with the 2:11 left to go here in the third quarter, the Chargers have nursed a 7-point lead from halftime. They've got to cut down on the miscues as they go further along in district.
Yep, and right now Medina Valley went in the field position battle. They've had champion pinned back pretty deep in their own territory for a lot of this quarter.
Kaiser unloads. He's got Cantrell out across the 25 to around the 27-yard line.
Kaiser's pass complete to Reed Cantrell.
It's most of that penalty yardage back, a lot of it. You see Cantrell makes the catch, just kind of lowers that shoulder and pushes the defender back before he stopped.
Second down now for the Chargers once again. Pass complete. Cantrell at about the 35-yard line. He's met there. Gutierrez with the tackle that time for Medina Valley. Moving the football ahead. Be a third down for Champion.
Gutierrez had something to say to Cantrell after making that stop.
Third and call it about 5. Now Cantrell in motion. Lines up. The keeper. Here's Kaiser. Oh, nothing doing there.
Carson Kaiser on the carry.
Panthers not letting things by. Luna with the stop. So Weibland coming over to put a hit on Tomaselli, and that'll bring up a 4th down for Champion.
Well, they didn't, they weren't able to get the ball into Medina Valley territory. Remember, you got to remember where this drive started. It started at the half-yard line, so in a way it's kind of a victory here for the Chargers.
Low snap. And that time Lang just gets the punt off.
Lang's punt goes out of bounds at the Panther 32-yard line.
Medina Valley will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 32.
That's a good heads-up play by Lang. They had the bad snap, and he picked it up and he looked. He saw he had time, so he got the punt off. And it wasn't a perfect spiral, but he got it deep enough where he kind of flipped the field for the Chargers.
And got out of danger of that thing being blocked, too. 3 receivers to the right side for Rash. Single receiver to the left on this 1st and 10 from the Medina Valley 32-yard line. Here's the handoff. Straight ahead goes Hernandez.
Number 13, Caden Hernandez on the
out to about the 45-yard line. Nice pickup. That'll move the chains and give the Panthers a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Actually, they're going to mark this at the 44 as they break huddle. Send 3 receivers to the left side and a single receiver to the right side. Hernandez the lone back in the backfield with Nick Rash. Once again, the handoff to Hernandez, this time running left, crossing the 50-yard line and into Champion territory at about the 48. Nieves with the stop that time for Champion.
A couple of good runs there by the running back there, Hernandez. Gain of 8 on that one, and then he had 12 on the play before, so 20 yards and 2 carries.
Hernandez 17 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown carrying the football last week for Medina Valley. He caught 3 passes for 64 yards and a touchdown last week for the Panthers. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. We put another 12 minutes on the clock and get set for the final quarter. Our score, the Champion Chargers 14, Medina Valley Panthers 7. We'll be back with more right here on the Charger Network.
I'm Stan Leach, Bernie ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Bernie, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Hi, my name is Michael Glick with Glick Insurance. Since 1991, I've been assisting you and your family with all of your insurance needs. At Glick Insurance, we pride ourselves in educating before selling.
Back with you now for the final 12 minutes. Kerry Barbosa, yours truly, Roland J. Reese, 14-7 Champion, leading the Medina Valley Panthers. It's a 2nd 2 from the 48-yard line, that being the Champion 48. Rash unloads. Rash overthrows his intended receiver at about the 38-yard line. Peterson was the intended receiver that time. Peterson, of course, the recipient of a 40-yard touchdown pass back on the 25th of September. The lone touchdown against the Canyon Cougars back on that day. So Peterson effective catching the football as well as running the football. It's 3rd and 2 now for the Panthers. Line of scrimmage once again, the Champion 48-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left side. For Rash, bad snap once again. Rash falls on the football. And that'll be all she wrote. Is the ball will be down at the 50-yard line.
That's tough because it's 3rd and 2. If you're the Panthers, then you go from 3rd and 2 to 4th and 5, and went from a possible going for it on 4th down to looks like maybe punting.
Yeah, it looks like a punting situation as the offense is now running off the field, and looks like the punting unit is coming on.
And that was just a bad snap, and boy, I mean, that's just, we've seen that a lot tonight. Miscommunication between the center and either the punter or the quarterback.
Jaden Yeva is back at his own 28-yard line to await the Peterson punt. This one takes a Panther bounce, and they'll down it at the 15-yard line, and that's where the Charger offense will go to work. 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, the last 2 drives for the Chargers started at their own 7, and then they started at their own half-yard line. So Medina Valley's kept them pinned back from this third quarter, middle of the 3rd quarter on, and here's another tough drive starting at your own 15. So, like I said, Panthers winning field position right now.
Didn't see an awful lot of offense on either side of the football that time of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the 4th quarter has to say about that. 1st and 10 from the 15. Kaiser, here's the handoff. This is Rucker across the 15. He'll be met and shoved back. They may give him back to the line of scrimmage, possibly. Michael Tomaselli on the stop that time for Medina Valley.
I think he's going to get 1.
They're going to give him 1?
Yeah, he had the outside, maybe, but he tried to cut back infield, and that's where they hit him.
16-yard line is the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 for the Chargers. This time 2 receivers to Kaiser's right, a single receiver to the left. Fakes the handoff. Kaiser, the keeper, gets out across the 15 down to around the 17, 18-yard line. That looked like that might have been a busted play.
Yeah, and you had a lineman downfield blocking. See, Kaiser, he rolls left. You can tell he's going to start running. He's got a lineman way downfield blocking for him, so he had 1 receiver out there as well.
Big 3rd down now for Champion. 3rd and 7. Kaiser the snap. Kaiser rolling. Kaiser has a man across the 25. They're saying the pass was made. Brandon with the reception.
Yep, he's getting up slow, Ryan. He's getting up kind of slow there. It's a nice throw and a nice catch. Brandon on the sideline there. Kind of lost him behind the wall of players there, but looked like he caught it.
From the 26, it's 1st and 10 for Champion. Low snap this time. It's Cantrell making the catch and banging out across the 35-yard line, taking Tomaselli with him.
Yeah, and he's a physical receiver. Look at him lower the shoulder. He goes right into that hit. He doesn't back away.
It's a 1st down, 1st and 10 now. Once again, Kaiser. Once again, Cantrell across the 45 down to around the 46-yard line. One thing I can say about Cantrell is he apparently understands and knows how to play that tight end position well.
Yeah. Almost intercepted, but yeah, we've seen Kaiser. One of the players got hurt on that play.
So the players do take a knee at this point. With 9:02 left to go in the ball game. All the scoring done in the first half, 1st quarter. It was Medina Valley getting on the board early, taking a 7-0 lead at the end of the 1st stanza. Champion would answer back with 2 touchdowns in the 2nd quarter and take a 14-7 lead into the halftime locker room. Goose eggs on the scoreboard for the 3rd quarter, and we're just underway here in the 4th, as we were mentioning, with just a little over 9 minutes left.
Nathan Weebling, who made the tackle that time on Cantrell. Cantrell, you see Kaiser on him quite a bit on this drive and in this half, really, where he's targeted him quite a bit.
3 receivers will line up to Kaiser's left, and Cantrell, the lone receiver, to his right. Here's the handoff straight ahead. Rodriguez across midfield. Rodriguez down to around the 44-yard line of Medina Valley. And that young man has had a whale of a night running the football.
8-yard run. He's a shifty guy when he goes up that middle. Just good footwork, and he gets down to the 45.
2nd and 2, good position to be in for Kaiser. Once again, Rodriguez the pitch. Rodriguez across the 40. He'll get down to around the 37-yard line before he's wrapped up there. To make the start, Mangum.
Pitch it outside, right side. See, Rodriguez gets a first down for him.
That'll be a first down. Once again, Kaiser unloads. Once again, Tyler, he has Cantrell.
Carson Kaiser's pass complete to number 15, Reed Cantrell.
It's down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. And the Chargers have something working offensively.
The last 6 plays, they've had 5 first downs, so they're finding the short stuff to Cantrell and good running by Rodriguez combined.
1st and 10 Chargers from the Panther 27. Low snap pulled up once again. Looks like Cantrell with a catch.
Reed Cantrell on the reception.
Well, what they're doing is the Panthers are playing them deep. Panthers are giving them cushion, so they're just throwing underneath. And Cantrell just going 5 yards, 6 yards, making a move, and then they're putting it on him, and he's making a lot of catches.
Cantrell a pickup of 3 on that play. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Kaiser once again, looking in the direction. No, this time pulls up and finds Ryan Brandon.
Kaiser's pass complete to number 1, Ryan Brandon.
Cutting across to near the 10-yard line. That'll move the chains and give the Chargers a first down.
Well, everybody's looking at Cantrell, and so Brandon says, hey, don't forget about me. And he gets behind Cantrell and makes that catch.
And that's what you do. Hit one receiver and set somebody else up. Here's the give this time. Rodriguez dancing across the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown champion.
Number 25, Alex Rodriguez for the Chargers. Touchdown.
Well, just simple handoff to Rodriguez, and he's got really good footwork. Dances around a little bit and finds a hole and hits it. And if you're the Chargers, you got to feel pretty good about a chance to go up 21. That 14-7, that was the, you like that lead, but boy, it's 2 possession score now.
Yeah, 2-score cushion, and the extra point good. And 8:03 left to go in tonight's ball game. Our new score, the champion Chargers 21, the Medina Valley Panthers 7. We'll be back with more in just a moment on the Charger Network.
I'm Brian Benway, Bernie ISD Director of Communications, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network. Go Chargers!
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Birdie be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Bernie.
Back with you now at Bernie ISD Stadium, where the champion Chargers just got a nice run from Alex Rodriguez. He's been stellar all night running the football. You think he's going one way and he can shift his body to move in a different direction. Got to the end zone. Extra point good. Chargers now with a 2-touchdown lead over the Medina Valley Panthers. It's 21-7.
Yeah, they got to feel a little bit better about it than that just 1 possession lead, like I said. And they go 11 plays, 85 yards, took 4 minutes.
This one on the ground. A Panther player will fall on it at about the 35-yard line.
I don't know if that was an onside-er or just a squib. It was kind of in between, so I'm not sure what they were trying to do there. But give Medina Valley kind of a short field. But now remember, this is 4th quarter, so Panthers have to go into that wind.
Looking like Daxton Fillinger falling on the football, so the Panthers would retain possession at the 35-yard line where they start their next offensive drive, 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers. The quarterback rashes right and a single receiver to his left. Dropping back, steps up into the pocket. Penalty markers down as Luke Heck says, what the heck, let's put the hit on him. Let's see what these penalty markers are about. Well, probably holding.
It's going to be a hold, and the guy that was holding Heck, and he still got out of the hold and made the tackle. How about Luke Heck coming off the end?
I wouldn't want to have to go up against that man on the line.
Do you decline this because you got the sack, and so don't give him the down back.
Certainly did,
and just take the loss. Good job by Heck fighting through that hold and making the tackle, 5-yard loss.
That is the case. Loss of 5. It'll be 2nd and 15 now for Medina Valley. 2 receivers left, 1 right for quarterback Nick Rash. The snap, dropping back.
Guess who?
Yes, sir. Heck once again with a sack on the Panther quarterback all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, Heck hits him at the 22, and then he knocks him back, but they give him forward progress to the 22. So, but either way, it's still a loss, and now it's 3rd and a mile. It's 3rd and 23, it looks like. So 8-yard sack there by Heck.
So it's time 3rd down once again. Heck trying to get in on the quarterback. Unloads it. This one's picked at the 40. Comes near side inside the 35-yard line with the interception. Brendan Holland for the champion Chargers.
There was a flag, though, so let's see what that's about. Well, that time Heck goes in there. His man goes low on him just to knock him off his feet, and almost still got up and made the sack. But
yeah, he's quick. You were I was noticing that as well.
He got up pretty quick. Good job by Holland, kind of playing like center field out there. Sideline warning, so back up, champion is what they're saying. And so no penalty.
Good heads-up play that time by Holland, though, to make the pick and give the Chargers the football back. 6:57 now, just under 7 minutes left to go in tonight's ball game. Awful lot of time to eat.
Penalty marked off against the Chargers.
Well, they did call a penalty.
1st down at the Panther 42-yard line.
But champion will take it.
And still in good position at the Medina Valley 42.
Good job by Holland playing center fielder on that one. Just makes a nice catch and returns a little bit.
3 receivers left. Single receiver Cantrell to the right. Give straight up the middle to Rucker. Gets out across the 35 down to around the 32-yard line. Nice pickup for the senior running back. That's enough to move the chains and give champion a 1st down.
It goes 10 yards. Just simple handoff off the middle, and Rucker with that big body.
So on this 1st down, once again, the give to Rucker. Straight ahead. This time spinning off of tacklers inside the 30 down to around the 28-yard line. Before Mangum comes over to put the stop on the big senior running back.
Well, champion, they take over on this drive, 6:57. Right now, the goal is to run the ball and burn a lot of clock right now. Just shorten this game, eat some clock, get out of here with the win. That's the goal right now.
3 receivers to the right this time for Kaiser. Single receiver to his left. The snap, the handoff. Correction, the keeper. That's Kaiser.
Kaiser on the keeper.
Gets stopped at about the 33-yard line. Gill with the stop for Medina Valley.
Lose yards.
Yeah. He did. That'll bring up a 3rd and I would call it 11 now from the 33-yard line.
And that quarterback keeper, Panthers have snuffed that out pretty well. They haven't allowed a lot of big gains on when Kaiser's kept it.
Well, this time 3 receivers lining up to Kaiser's left. Cantrell to the right. Kaiser buying time, unloads it, looking for Cantrell. Nothing doing there. Double coverage that time by Medina Valley. That'll bring up a 4th down.
And he was looking his way the whole time. He had 3 receivers to the left, but as soon as this ball is snapped, he's looking right to Cantrell. Like you said, had one-on-one, but the safety comes over to help. And that's where the double coverage comes from.
4th down.
Going for it.
And the Chargers roll the dice. Here's the snap. Kaiser on the end around. Nice run.
Oh, did he get it? Nope.
Brandon got awful close, though.
Stop made by number 2, Tyler Mangum.
Mangum with the stop that time for Medina Valley, and the ball will go over on downs, but nice effort by the junior receiver.
Yeah, cuts up field, takes a hit right there, knocks him off his feet, and keeps them from getting the first down by about a yard. He just missed getting that, less than a yard getting that first down. Well, think if you're the Chargers, you took about 2 minutes off the clock. You took over about 7 minutes, and it's 5:05, so that's not a bad drive that kills time.
Rash 3 receivers left, single receiver right on this 1st and 10. Rash the handoff straight ahead. Hernandez should get out to about the 25.
Hernandez on the carry. Cole Kennedy.
And he's met there and stopped.
For the Chargers.
Well, here's the thing now. If you're the Panthers, you got under 5 minutes. You got to score 2 touchdowns to tie it, so you're going to be able to run the ball. And if you're going to throw it, you're going to have to throw into the wind. So they're in a tough spot right here.
Give Hernandez a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Medina Valley. Rash with Hernandez in the backfield. Low snap. Rash pulls it in. Pass incomplete. The far side of the field. That one intended, I believe, for Clendenin.
For number 84, Troy Tomaselli.
A correction, Tomaselli, 84.
Third down.
I think Rash had the happy feet. He's been hit a couple times. He was looking ready. He was ready to get rid of that ball.
That's it. It looks like he's trying to move back there to buy himself some time to get his receivers open. But the champion secondary has done a great job in keeping them contained. 3rd down now, Medina Valley. Rash dropping back once again. Looking near side, overthrows his intended receiver, or threw it just behind him, rather.
Pass intended for Clayton Brawley, incomplete.
That time the
4th
pass
down, Panthers.
intended for number 82. That was Clayton Brawley. That'll bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, that was just behind him. That was just a good. He had to reach. He got one hand on it, his left hand, but he's reaching way back. So 4th and 7.
4th and 7 from their own 26. So Medina Valley takes a timeout. Tell you what, we'll take one with them right now with 4:19 left to go in tonight's ball game. 21-7 champion. More on the way here on the Charger Network.
Hi, I'm Gina Devane, the Bernie ISD Athletic Secretary, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Bernie, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Can just kind of sit on that ball.
Well, here's the situation. It's 4th down. 7 to go. Line of scrimmage is the Medina Valley 26, and as we were talking about during the break there, you go for it, I guess, at this point. If you're Medina Valley, you got to get 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you're down 21-7 with 4:19, so I would think you'd have to go for it.
Hope to get a 1st down and just put a drive together to get this thing in the end zone if you're the Panthers. 4th and 7. Rash takes the snap, looking downfield. Rash airs it out. Overthrew his intended receiver. That was Brawley, and the Chargers are going to have the football in real good field position.
Tiernan White defending on that play, and that's a tough throw into that wind. And champion, we'll see how they play. They're going to have the ball at the 27. They don't have to score with 4 minutes, but knowing Coach Kaiser, they're going to want to score just to add a little bit of cushion to that lead.
Absolutely. Just take your time scoring. Try to eat that clock.
Yeah.
So from the 26, here comes the Charger offense. Kaiser this time 3 receivers to his left and a single receiver. That's Will Peters to his right, and the handoff, Alex Rodriguez, why not? Across the 20 down to about the 17-yard line.
Nathan Weiblen on the stop.
Nice carry. Weiblen, glad to see him back in the ball game. He makes the stop on Rodriguez.
Well, he is so shifty when he runs, just the way he can move his feet, and he dances around a lot, but he gets forward. Gets 8 on that one.
His body goes in one direction and his legs are going in an entirely different direction, which is what makes him so evasive. Second down now for the Chargers. The pitch, Rodriguez across the 15 down to around the 14-yard line
Alex Rodriguez
before he's wrapped up there.
Jared Marty on the stop.
Marty on the stop, number 16 for.
And just a good pitch to Rodriguez. He doesn't try to get to the outside. He cuts it upfield because that's where the hole is. And all he's trying to do right there is get the first down, and that allows him to move the chains and keep the clock running. Gets 4.
So 3 receivers to the right side, to Kaiser's right side, a single receiver to his left.
I wonder who's going to get the ball here.
First down, well, you know. Let's see. 3 guesses, the first 2 don't count. There's Rodriguez straight ahead, banging his way down to near the 5-yard line.
A-Rod on the carry.
It's Nathan Weibland once again with the stop for Medina Valley.
Oh, he's not a big guy, Rodriguez, but look at him deliver the punishment there. Kind of lowers that shoulder, knocks the defender back.
Nice game that time, and the good thing is you're running the football, so you're eating clock.
Yeah, Medina Valley has a timeout. They haven't used it yet, but Champion just kind of taking their time trying to milk this clock.
Absolutely. 2nd and 3 now. Get a first down right around the 5-yard line. Rodriguez once again breaking tackles into the end zone.
Number 25, Alex Rodriguez.
You just knew it was bound to happen as he was just slipping his way out of tackles and into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. You notice here, there's 1, there's 2, and he gets into the end zone for another Charger touchdown.
And that's the icer right there.
I think one thing that people ought to take out of this, if you're watching the tape for next week or whatever about Champion, you can't tackle that young man with your arms. You got to get more into it than that, because he's certainly evasive.
Score. 2:20 left to play in the game. Your score, Champion 27.
Well,
Medina Valley.
our score now: the Champion Chargers on top of the Medina Valley Panthers, 27-0. Failed extra point, and we'll be back with more on the Charger Network right after this.
I'm Stan Leach, Bernie ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Bernie, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
And we're back at Bernie ISD Stadium as the Chargers are getting set to kick this one away following an Alex Rodriguez touchdown. 2:20 left to go in tonight's ball game. It's Chargers on top of Medina Valley, 27-7.
How about this drive? 4 plays. It took them almost 2 minutes, and Rodriguez had the carry on all 4. And fourth quarter's turned into the Alex Rodriguez show. Him and Reed Cantrell kind of carried this offense here in this second half. There's other players contributing also, but they've had the bulk of the carries and the catches. Well, that's what the win will do for you.
And the kickoff absolutely sails into the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and Medina Valley will have the football 1st and 10. They're on 25-yard line.
First down, Panthers are on 25-yard line.
So 2:20 left to go in tonight's ball game, and I think safe to say we saw the Champion offense come to life when needed.
Yeah, and I think they kind of got a little bit more comfortable. That third quarter they really struggled, but that fourth quarter saw a lot of Rodriguez, saw a lot of short passes to Cantrell, moving the ball, and Rodriguez with 2 touchdowns in the period.
Here's Rash on a 1st and 10, low snap. Rash rolling right, looking back across the field, feeling pressure. Now he reverses his field. He'll be wrapped up. Kennedy on the sack that time.
Nick Rash brought down by number 44, Cole Kennedy.
Also some help from Jake Darling to sack the Medina Valley quarterback.
Yeah, he's kind of shadowing him there. He's just kind of staying in front, waiting to see what he does, and then you see Kennedy come up right there, kind of waits to see what Rash is going to do, and then he makes his move, and he goes in and tackles him for a good loss.
Loss of 4. Line of scrimmage is the Medina Valley 21. It's now 2nd and 14 with a minute 35 left to go in tonight's ball game. Rash the snap. This time out to the right side. Pass caught. Tanner Habe with the catch.
Number 30, Tiernan White.
Tiernan White with the stop that time for the champion Chargers. And by the looks of things and by the looks of the clock on the scoreboard, looks like Champion's going to pick up their first district win. Take it into just up I-10 next week as they take on the Tybee Antlers.
Well, talk about some games they've had with the
the
Antlers, and I remember that Johnny something.
Johnny Summer.
What's his last name? He won the Heisman or something.
I can't seem to recall.
Heisman Trophy or something.
Once again, pressure. Once again, quarterback Rash goes down.
Flag comes out.
And once again, we tip the champion Charger cap to Luke Heck.
Stop for the Chargers. There is a flag on the play.
Luke Heck came over. Also, I believe the initial hit, though, that time.
Menzies or Schwartz. Couldn't tell it was a 48 or 49.
I think it might have been Schwartz.
Yes, I believe you're right. It's going to be a penalty on the Chargers.
Holding called against the Chargers.
Still not a first down, though.
No, it's going to be bringing up a third. Third, calling him out 1 for Medina Valley. 2 receivers to Rash's left, single receiver to the right. Rash dropping back once again. Rash feeling pressure, running up into the pocket, unloads. This time has a man. At about the 43-yard line is making the reception. That was Mason Vogel.
Tiernan White, I believe. But too little, too late right now for the Panthers. That was a nice catch by Vogel going down and make that catch.
Well, this one may be the last play of the ball game as we're looking at 19-ish seconds left. Well, actually 13-12. 3 receivers to the right this time for quarterback Nick Rash and a single receiver to the left. Low snap once again. Rash will go down.
That's your final play of the game.
And that was it.
With your score.
So the Bernie champion Chargers are going to put win number 1 in for district this season by means of a 27-7 win over the Medina Valley Panthers. Panthers fall to 2-3 on the season, and next week they are going to head, as we see, into San Antonio for another district game, as they'll take on Alamo Heights. Who, by the way, we're losing this evening at last check to Floresville. So, interesting game, Kerry Barboza.
Yeah, interesting game. Probably not as clean as the Chargers would have liked to have seen, but a win is a win. You don't apologize for wins. You don't give them back. And it doesn't matter if you win by 1 or 100, it still counts as 1 win. And they had some good things, and then they kind of took some step backwards, a couple times. They had a good second quarter, get 14. And nothing in the first, nothing in the third. In the fourth quarter, they figured out some things, got 2 more touchdowns. And so I think just looking for that consistency all 4 quarters. And then defensively, champion defense did well because think about it, they gave up a score on their opening drive, and then since then Medina Valley did nothing on the rest of their possessions. So it's a good win, but I know Coach Kaiser, and I know he's going to want them to improve, especially when they go up to Kerrville. Kerrville's 0-4 in non-district, and it doesn't matter when they play champion next week. No, it wouldn't matter. They're going to play the game of their lives, and that's just the type of game it is. And so, champion, it's a good win, good start to the district, but I know they want to keep getting better as they go down this district schedule.
As a matter of fact, you mentioning our neighbors just up by 10. They get a 17-3 win tonight over Lockhart. So they've got their first district win as well. So both teams 1-0 in district. Yes, next week shapes up to be a typical champion-Tivy matchup. And we're looking forward to that next weekend as well. So on behalf of everyone for Wick Productions and the Charger Network, my partner Kerry Barboza, my name's Roland J. Reese. We thank you so much for joining us this evening. And join us next time for more exciting Champion Charger football right here on the Charger Network.